Hey everyone, what's going on? It's William Tackett here and welcome back to the channel. Before we get started with today's video, I wanted to update you guys on the ADCC West Coast Trials this weekend. I took the gold, so I was able to go out there and I was able to complete my task and my goal and go out there and submit most of my fights. I had a total of 7 matches and got 5 submissions. So it was just an overall outstanding weekend. Had a great time and I can't wait to bring some of that content to you guys. So stay tuned and make sure to hit that notification bell and subscribe so that you guys don't miss any of those future videos, especially the really cool ones about the ADCC West Coast Trials in Las Vegas. So now that we covered that, let's go ahead and get into the video, guys. It's going to be talking about my guard passing and one of my previous matches against Aaron Harris, a notorious leg blocker. So you'll see some guard passing versus some leg locking. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Stay tuned for the commentary, and let's get into it. Let's go ahead and get into this video. Before we get started, I want to give a big thanks to Jordan from Subspectrum. Yet again, one of my previous videos was from this same tournament. It was against Andrew Wiltsey. So if you have any interest in watching that match, it was a really fun match. Almost 15 minutes long. So a really competitive match that did end in submission. Go ahead and check it out. It's on my channel. It's one of my recent videos. And I just wanted to give that thanks to Jordan for letting us use this footage again off of his YouTube channel. So I'll make sure to put his channel in the description. It'll be the first link in the description. You can check them out. And if you're ever in the area, Subspectrum, amazing tournament, really fun. Check them out and get some good matches in. So here we are. I am on the far side of the camera here with facing the camera. I'm in all black and Aaron Harris here in the purple and black rash guard. He's a really good leg locker, good sub only style guy. I was able to hit that takedown really early on, a little bit of a knee tap as I changed levels there, and I'm settling into his guard here. Now, the unique thing about this rule set was there was no points from the beginning, so it's a 10-minute submission only match, and then there was 3-minute overtime rounds that resulted in points. And a really cool rule set that I enjoyed a lot. So you'll see a lot of me working this body lock passing and this low passing here to prevent against the leg locks. You'll see me lock up that body lock there and start beating over his knees, and I actually land straight into mount. Notice one really important thing about that body lock pass was my head was directly under his chin. That really helps prevent your partner from getting into their legs. I talked about that in the last match between Andrew and I. It's really important to understand head positioning. If your head can get lower than your opponent's, then you're closer to their legs than they are to yours. So if you're trying to prevent them from leg locking you, being able to bring your head lower than theirs helps a lot. So you'll see Aaron using this kipping escape, using both of his hands on my hips and kind of almost mermaiding his legs to get his hips out, doing a really good job at retaining and getting back to his guard here. He actually comes up on a single leg and I snatch him into that front headlock as we kind of go out of bounds here. So we hit a reset and I believe we reset standing. It was a tough position to recreate, but I'm not 100% sure. I haven't watched this match in quite a while, but we reset standing here, shake hands, and we get back into it. Aaron sits back to his guard, as to be expected. He is a really good guard player and leg locker, where most of his attacks come from. I'm looking for that collar tie here, really keeping his head nice and close to me. I'm looking for that far side underhook. I missed it as I tried to put my weight forward, and I got a little top heavy. Since I got a little top heavy, he was able to get back into his guard as I fell over, and notice I'm right back onto the top position. Not trying to give up bottom position, just really trying to work that pass and finish here. That was my game plan going into the match, was to try to really crowd him with a lot of pressure. As you can see, now I'm able to stack his knees together from one side to another and then almost change to a knee slice, but I have that underhook. So that really helps me start working past his legs by stepping over. As long as I don't give up that underhook, I'm not going to really lose my balance or lose position. If his elbow is able to slip out, then I'm going to start losing position and maybe he'll start getting back into his guard. So you see me settling now almost into a mount. He has his knee still to the inside, but I almost settled into that mount. Wasn't able to complete my pass there. As we've talked about in the previous video between me and Andrew, this was a while ago. This was about a year and a half ago, a little bit less than that. I feel like my game has evolved quite a bit since then. I was only a brown belt here. I'm now a black belt, and I feel like my guard passing is much better than it is now, but there's still some really good stuff that we can cover here and a lot of good stuff to learn. So Some of the mistakes that I made in this match I've definitely started to capitalize on and not make as often, but you'll see me hit a really nice smash pass there. That's one of my favorite, almost trademark passes, where I'm able to bring his knees to one side and then walk around to the back side. The benefit of that pass is it makes to where all their frames and their shields are facing the opposite direction, so it's harder for them to make space and get back into their guard, and it's easier to take their back because they're already kind of rolling away. In this instance, he stayed pretty flat, so I wasn't able to get to his back, but I was able to settle into a really nice side control and start using this crossface with my underhook and start working into mount. By using the crossface, I'm making him look away from me. This makes it a lot harder for him to turn in and start shrimping, and combined with that underhook, it makes it hard for him to now reach down and start pushing on my knee to get back into a guard here. And I'm able to now settle into the mount again and start working for this arm triangle. I love the arm triangle, and if you guys have watched a lot of my matches or even a few of my matches, you'll definitely see me go for it. If I'm able to get into this position, I'm looking for the arm triangle always. It's either arm triangle or back take. I feel like the arm triangle is a really low risk move, and if you know how to do it correctly, which I will put an instructional up here either on my YouTube or another platform here soon, so keep your eyes open. But if you're able to do it correctly, it's a really strong sub and it's very low risk. So you'll see me start going for it here. I'm starting to walk his arm up, elbow away from his side, and start trying to wedge my head into his armpit to get his arm and his head onto one side of my head. He was able to bring his elbow back down and start creating frames again and start getting to his side, but this is where I started to pull him and start going to his back. Just like I mentioned earlier, it's either arm triangle or back take for me when I'm in mount. Sometimes I'll go arm bars or other submissions, but those are the two low risk moves. As you saw, I wasn't able to get the back, but since I have such a good angle, it's easy to follow him straight back to mount and get into a good position. So from here, I'm looking for that arm triangle again. I'm working his elbow away from his side. He's doing a good job at turning into the arm triangle. So I'm not able to get him on his side facing away to expose that shoulder like I like, but I'm still getting a lot of pressure here, and it's really exhausting for the person on bottom, and it's low risk for me here on top. See me start to change my hips and look for that back take once again. I didn't feel it, so just settle right back into mount. Again, it's low risk, and it works really, really well, and it tires out your opponent. So I'm looking for that arm triangle here again. This is leading towards the end of the match, so I believe this will be the finishing movement here. I am really trying to keep my hips low. As you can tell, he's doing that kipping escape again with his hands on my hips. I stay calm, keep pulling up on his head, and then I start settling into this arm triangle here again. This one I feel a lot stronger because look how I'm really driving my shoulder into his chin here. That makes it easier for me to now clear his elbow, and I settle heavy and get the finish. Now, sorry for the pop-ups here, guys. This was taken from the Subspectrum channel, so sorry about that, guys, but all credit to Jordan for letting us use this footage. I'm able to complete the match there and get the finish. Alright everyone, so that's the end of the video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the commentary and learned a little bit from me explaining kind of what was happening and my thoughts throughout the match. I really enjoy doing these with you, and I hope you guys enjoy watching them. As always, leave that comment down below if you have any questions or anything. Please share the video if you guys liked it, and make sure to subscribe and like as always. Again, I just wanted to mention, I'm just really proud of this medal, and out of 256 guys, I was able to come out on top, so it just means a lot to me. And I'm really excited to see you guys at the ADCC in Las Vegas here coming up, the actual World Championships. I qualified, so I'm ready to go. Just got to get ready now, go lift a bunch of weights, do a bunch of cardio, and get better at jiu-jitsu to get all ready and get out there. So I just want to say thank you to everyone that supports me and just helps me throughout my entire journey and all these years of me trying to win this, and I really appreciate you guys. Glory to God as always, and just thanks for watching the video and always supporting me, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Have fun out there on the mats as always. If you're ever in town, come by and train with us at Brazilian Fight Factory. I'll see you guys out there. God bless.